Welcome back, everyone, to the UGO tournament for April, the last series, the final between LIQR and Cruise Debut, or rank 55 Dragons versus Cruise Debut as well. You could say it's not really any differences, they're just calling themselves different things. 55 should be on the red team.
I think maybe they're waiting for Sin. Back, unfortunately. So yeah, I think we're just waiting for Sind here. But obviously, we haven't seen rank 55 play for a few games now. We've been with this blue team for the last couple matches. Do you think there's any hope? Do you think that they have a chance to beat 55 with this Condi Thief, this Core Guardian? Bit of a meme.
A bit of a meme side comment.
Well, honestly, I don't think the Condi Thief's that bad. I mean, but the Core Guardian, I don't like it. I don't think the Core Guardian is going to do a lot here. I honestly think the Core Guardian is the weakest part of this team. Not necessarily the player, I just think the class.
I think it's going to be fairly weak versus these guys. Yeah, I agree.
I feel like it really can't take 1v1 matchups. I mean, I think it did all right against the last team because they had the Revenant, which is similar to this Core Guardian, and the fact that it's a pretty glassy spec. It deals a ton of burst damage. And you know, you can kind of 1v1 it. It also doesn't have a lot of Condi pressure, which is of course what you don't really want to face that. It doesn't have a lot of boon up either. But against rank 55, I mean, he's not going to take Zen out. He's not going to take Mish out, and he's not going to be able to touch Sin. He's not going to be able to do anything to Cookie or Frosty on this tanky Chrono. So I don't know. I mean, what are you going to do? But at the same time, if this blue team can maybe rotate around rank 55, you know, maybe win those side node skirmishes and sort of avoid the Firebrand and tanky Chrono, maybe they have a chance. I don't know.
Okay. Sorry, Frostwall's still banned by me because I had to kick him out of a previous game. But yeah. Hopefully, I mean, I think you're right about the guard, but there is hope of something. You never know. Have to wait and see. What is going on with that? There we go. Wow. I swear, I'm just getting rid of Skype, man. Just get rubbish. Rubbish thing. Just chucked a random ad over your face. You became a burger for a moment, dude. I'm sorry, man. I don't know, actually.
Nice NA meme there. But all right. Well, guys, I mean, put your predictions in chat. Do you think that this is just a shoe-in for rank 55, or do you think that we're going to see something from Cruise Debut? Rank 55, obviously, they have a game up on top of Cruise Debut, as they won the winners finals. So they only need to win 2 rounds. But I mean, is there a chance that that blue team can win 3 matches?
I mean, even rank 55 when they went to the lower bracket last week, and then came back with a 1-game deficit. And didn't have first pick of the first map, and they came back. So it's like, whew.
And yeah, for sure.
It's difficult. I mean, unless they can this comp completely. Have we? Wait. Have we seen them go? I don't think we've seen them actually versus each other yet. Have we?
These two teams? No, I believe we haven't.
Well, there you go. I mean, that's one thing to maybe bring them at least 1 game and just surprise of the comp. But yeah, it's whether or not, I mean, they've not really seen them that much. Maybe other than the last game, they would have got a chance to scout them out a bit. Possibly, I mean, maybe they could sneak a game or 2. I'll have to see. Just waiting for these guys to get back into the arena.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Sin, guys. He is back in Discord now. I think he was out walking his dogs, so he should be here soon. And look, there he is. The PvP Messiah has joined up. And now we're just waiting for Frosty to join the teams. We've been over these teams' builds plenty of times. We don't see any changes. There's still the Condi Thief on the side of blue. And other than that, I think everything else is pretty normal for these builds. Still the Core Guardian, no Firebrand here. So, yeah, I think we're probably ready to go.
Yep, they were already up. I'm just going to quickly show you the builds. Mirage is going to be carrying Adventurer. Then he's going for Dueling Illusions and Mirage. Cookie is playing the Firebrand Bunker support build. Obviously, Mendes with Water. Zan is going for Tools Hollow Smith, or has been recently. On low, he's changed to... Actually, no, he changed to Inventions a couple of series ago. With that Fun Turret as well. With that protection. And also the Conduit removed there as well. And we've got the... the Thief. We're playing Condi with Deadly Arts, Trickery, and Acrobats as well. Acrobatics, sorry, Acrobats. Keep saying that. Frostball, he's going to be playing Chronomancer, obviously, we saw earlier on, and we saw last week, which took them to win, obviously, last week's NA UGO. Oh, okay, yeah, I need to actually kick someone up here. Good stuff. All good. And then we have on the other team, Raisin. He was playing Spellbreaker with Hammer and Greatsword. There's a ton of interrupts removing those boons. As well as Wildlife. Wilderness Survival is still early, guys. Nature Magic and Druid coming out on the other side with Water and Menders, obviously on the Druids. Then we've got Radiant Hammer Guardian with Links and movement speed, of course, there with Valor, Virtues, and Radiance. Then we've got Karzez, who's going to be playing on the Chronomancer as well, obviously with the Paladin Leadership, Chaos, Inspiration, and Chronomancer and Flash Thief was playing Condi with the Carrion Links for the extra movement speed, as well as going for SD with the Short Bow, Deadly Arts, Trickery, and Daredevil as well. Wait a minute. No, I think I've explained Sin's build wrong. He's playing SD, but it's just the standard SD. I got that mixed up with the Condi over there. Okay. Here we go, guys. It's the final series of the day. EU UGO champions will rank 55 Dragons claim both regions within a week, grabbing themselves the maximum prize pool, as well as almost 4,000. Well, no, it'll be 4,000 gems a player over 1 week period.
That's pretty handy.
Pretty immense.
I wouldn't mind that. Misha gonna actually a little bit of a different rotation than we might normally see. Gonna drop the portal at mid and then start making his way over towards Henge, but he's gonna stop and fight Raisin here, who's coming over to mid. Blue team mostly pushing onto mine though. They're gonna cap Henge and then 3-man rotate over to that mine node with the Core Guard, the Condi Thief, and the Druid.
Yeah, have a look at Flash Thief here. He's trying to get that pressure. Actually, good job from Zan. Just line of ziting. Line of zanning. And pretty well, actually. We're gonna pen that. That's penned now. It's done. Helm is gonna get pressured hard here. I think, you know, after that renewed focus, he's fairly screwed. Although it does get back over for the port. I mean, the reposition was good. I mean, you can really juke with guard quite well. It's just the thing is, I
can't juke enough.
Can't
Zan
juke
and Sin
enough.
are going to take him down.
Too much.
Doesn't have the support that these red team players have from Cookie. Even though the Druid is there, he's going to put some sustain on. He's going to give him stealth when he comes out of that Celestial Avatar. Oh, but it's not going to be enough, and he is going to be taken out. Now we see Sin already starting to move over to Henge. Going for that decap. Kazers is there, though. He expects the decap from Sin, and he's going to stop him before it even starts. Still, red team in control with the double cap mid and mine.
And, sorry. Mesmer there. Oh, I was just going to stop laughing. Raisin anyway. Trying to... Looks great, by the way. Looks fantastic. That great sword as well. Just trying to line of sight. Trying to distract, hold them off. The rest of the team, Ryan, regroup, maybe potentially around him. At least get that close point and disengage here. They're going to be going for that free cap strat. Zan on the back of Helm. Helm is pushed alone here. He's going to go down again. They need to have someone working with him, for God's sake. They need to get someone with him, like, I mean, maybe the Mesmer, I don't know.
I'm telling you again, I don't see this Core Guardian being good. I honestly would love to have seen him gone Firebrand. I really think that would have been better. He can...
Yeah,
I mean, at the same time, though, I don't know how much more damage they're going to get from, you know, without it. I think the Core Guard is a big part of their burst, but you can't really burst most of these players on rank 55 down. What exactly is the game plan here for this blue team? If they have the Condi Thief, he's going to be applying decent pressure against most of these players, but without him, I don't know really what they can do. You can't burst the Hollowsmith with his Elixir S. You can't really burst either of them, the Mesmers.
And the thing you need, like, you're right, especially with the with the NG, but the thing is, they haven't got the sustain to last past that Elixir S as well. Even though there's a 90-second cooldown, it's like, you know, they need to then use the fact that he's got into that, but they can't even hold out that long, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, Cookie's just gonna stay with Zan when he needs him. Frostball actually going very low against this Druid, though. I gotta be honest, Lafrere playing like really well this series. Yeah, the whole tournament, really. I mean, we've seen him 1v2 multiple times. We've seen him 1v1 and kill Mesmers. Now 1v1 and killing Frostball. And he's doing a really nice job. And Sind actually is going to go down here. He's going to get res, though. The portal coming out from Misha is going to make sure that they're all okay after that res comes through. And now Flash Thief getting very low. Is in fact going to go down to Sind. Lafrere's there. Helm's going to be forced off. Not sure the res is going to come through as Cookie and Frostball here to pressure that res. And Lafrere's just going to have to be, he's going to be forced to move off. Helm going over to Henge to +1 is Mesmer. Sorry,
it's looking okay. Again, yeah, I think you're right on it with the Ranger, with the Druids. He's done a fantastic job today. His rotations have been on key. I mean, he's been mid at Forest whenever we've been on Forest, to be fair. So, I mean, I guess he's not rotating that much, but at least, you know, he's doing his job quite successfully right now. It's still, you know, where do you pin this Hammer Guardian? Because he gets stuck in roads. If he gets pinned down by the Thief and there's a +1, he's dead. He's done. It's almost like he needs to have a travel buddy. You know, you know, someone holding his like a +1 travel buddy. You know, when you're a kid at school and you're like walking down the street, it's almost like you need that, because otherwise it's going to get wrecked otherwise. And over towards mid, we've got the +1. Helm's not there, unfortunately, quick enough, and we are going to see the Druid going down. But now Helm's on point. I mean, there's not much he's going to be able to do here. I just feel like he should disengage and just leave, but then he takes the damage from Zan and really should have left quite a lot earlier. And
Sin too. I mean, look, Sin's so low, but he's still cleaving, and he's going on to Helm. He steals. Oh, but he's gonna go down. What? Obviously, Cookie is gonna be able to res him. There's not enough cleave pressure.
Now he's dead.
And now he's gonna die. Does have the ring, does have the RF, but Sin is gonna stay on top of him.
He's got his heal if he's got the burst. He's gonna heal. He's gonna use.
He might be able to survive for a little while longer, but still. No. I mean, I think really the only player that Helm has a chance of killing on this team is Sin, for the most part. I mean, if him and Flash together, you know, I think they should be able to burst Cookie down well enough. But Cookie isn't really presenting that as an option. He's not really going off on his own for the most part. We see him usually 2v2ing or 2v3ing with Frostball or Zan, and he's really not going to present himself as an easy target, as probably the only player on this team they could burst down with this Core Guard and Thief combo.
Yeah, and I mean, even like SD, like it was DP, like it was easier to kill, as far as I remember, as a Hammer Core Guard. Like, but even SD is not even as easy to kill as that was. So it's like still like, and it's kind of annoying because it interrupts so much, and like some of your key abilities, it's like they go on cooldown. It's like no, you're completely wrecked, completely destroyed. Frostball doing a fine job at mid, still about 125 points, 130 points ahead right now. With the double cap on the sides, just distracting mid, although red, three team members now as well, dominating this point. There's the potential for just having that 2 cap, just moving it, as Misha gets plussed on over towards the Henge node. Actually, Frostball might need to be a bit careful now. Just need to be careful, it's fine. Look at Sind, man. He's just so aggressive as per usual. I don't think Sin's really had much of a competition today in terms of Thieves.
No,
I think Aeon's like,
I mean, yeah, Aeon for sure is. I mean,
but
it's
not
a bit
as much
different
as last
in this
week,
matchup, just because Flash isn't playing the same build. I don't think he's really going for the same role.
Not
you know, you'll see him plussing targets that Sin might not normal in, and maybe even not really being in these team fights at all. I mean, also, you know, you don't have a Firebrand on the side of blue team, which is, you know, we've seen Sind obviously going from a lot he did against the team that Ione was on when he was fighting Jeff. We saw it last week when he was going up against Moobs, and it's obviously very effective for him to do that. He doesn't have that same target here, so you're going to see him +1ing Zan a lot. You're going to see him maybe going into these team fights to try and take out, well, you see him on the Core Guard a lot, but it's just, you know, that's not exactly what Flash is doing all the time, and he's mostly going to try and take out these Mesmers. So different Thief, different build, different role. Still, you are right. I don't think anyone's really here to try and counter Sind. And last week we had Toker doing it, and Toker did an excellent job, but we don't have that same, I guess I'd say, level of Thief in this set.
Yeah, not at the moment. Like I think, like you said as well, just completely almost different role. he's a player at the moment. It's still like the basic thief, you know, plus running and whatnot as well.
Sure. Yeah, still going to go for decap, still going to +1, obviously, but
it's not got that same ability.
We're not going to see them 1v1 each other as much as another thief would do. And now we see side nodes are picked up for blue team. This is actually the best sort of position they've been in all game. But Lafrere is now going to be aggressed on 3 versus 1, and Flash was thinking about maybe staying, but he's going to have to leave. Helm coming in, but he's chased by Frostball, and this could turn into a 4 versus 2 very easily with Lafrere going down. The cap going to be neutralized.
He's fine though. Look,
they're going to be able to
look at him. Gets out of it. They actually shift their focus onto Helm because they should. Because they really should. I mean, he's going to go down there at some point in time, and now.
I mean, yeah, they need to take advantage of this, but the double Mesmer now on mid is that, and Misha's going to port out and decap Henge. Epic rotation there for Misha just to neutralize all of blue team's points. I mean, what can this blue team do here? They're just getting stopped at every point. They decap mid, but now they're going to lose side.
Being out-rotated as well. They're losing a majority of their fights. I mean, you know, they're losing everything they can on the map, unfortunately. I mean, maybe, I think, I really want to see people just not being tunneled on their comp because, you know, they think there's a potential for that to work. Maybe sometimes just, you know, like you said, chuck Helm on Firebrand, see what works, see what happens. You've got a chance, you know, in one more game. I mean, it could be over. Best of 3. They've already got the 1 game advantage. Rank 55 want to play the least amount of games possible. They just want to go home with the cash, have the rest of their Sunday night, have a cup of tea, and have fun with it. But yeah, it's been a complete contrast this week on EU compared to NA, and it's just completely different.
Yeah, it is. Obviously, it's, you know, a lot of different comps too. I mean, we saw
definitely more Chrono. I mean, if it had been like this.
I mean, to be fair though, a lot of these teams haven't been running the Mirage Chrono as much. I mean, I think there's been a Chrono on almost every team. But
yeah.
I think mostly, I mean, you know, on this blue team we only see the Chrono. Obviously, Mesmer Fruitcasting was running Mirage and Chrono. Rank 55 is obviously running Mirage and Chrono. Team Helio is running Mirage and Chrono. So I mean, yeah, there's a fair amount. And I think last week we only really saw 55 running Mirage Chrono. So there are definitely more. I don't know that that's the only sort of difference here. I feel like, and I don't really think this is a bad thing to say. I feel like the competition on NA is a lot closer. There's a lot more teams that are competitive. There's a lot more consistency with teams. And over on EU, I mean, it's really just been Rank 55 dominating for most of the last year.
That's the thing. There's so many good players on EU, but they're just not. I mean, they are teamed up, but they've just not consistently teamed up. Whereas Rank 55 are, and actually, you're right.
Misha and Sin, when was the last time you saw them not on a team together or not playing together?
Who, sorry?
I mean, well, Misha and Sin.
Oh yeah, you go even one further than that. Go Misha and Zan. I mean, they've been playing on the same team for as long as I can remember, basically. I mean,
you know, and Zan, just talking about now, looks like he's going to go down here against Helm Lafrere, but I mean, to be fair, the points aren't insanely far apart. You know, they're now going to pick up both side nodes, this blue team. They got another kill. And Misha moving over to try and stop this cap. I don't think he's going to be in time. Oh, he will stop the cap. But, you know, obviously it looks like Ring 55 is going to take this, well, technically second game, making it a 2-0 victory, or lead, I should say, over Krustapute. So we'll have to see. Can you... But, you know, I don't know. I mean... Is there a way to counter Chrono? Is there a way to counter this double Mesmer comp? That's what people need to see. What people need to try and do. We've seen the Scourge Firebrand. We've seen Condi Thief. I mean...
Guys, banning stuff is not always the answer. You got to let, like, especially when it's just come in, you have to give people a time to counter it, because that's half of the craft of Guild Wars 2. That's half of the craft of any PvP game. When something dominates something for so long, that's when you need to, you know, think about that and then act on it quickly. But, like, give it, like, it's only been a week and a half of 2 weeks of solid.
Not even a week and a half.
Seen it.
I mean, Chrono's been around... Obviously, since Heart of Thorns.
But it's not been seen as strong
more than. But yeah, I mean, no one was really running it for a while. I think maybe a couple people on NA were running it in some ATs, but I don't know.
Yeah, ATs, but not like to a point where you know they weren't going up against like, you know, in proper like, I'm not saying proper phrasing. Yeah, like this tournaments like this basically, where it's for money and whatnot as well. So. you know, it's still, other than maybe like monthly ATs, we haven't had a monthly AT for this month yet. So you're going to see that a lot more. Like monthly AT this month, April, like next weekend. It's next weekend, right? Yeah, next weekend. You're going to see a lot of Chrono Masters. It's going to be Chrono infested. But then you might also see some counters. So half of the, you know, do you remember the counter for Scrapper back in, I can't remember if it was Pro League Finals or World Champs. I think it was Pro League Season 2. But basically it was just a well on Necro that countered like stability and whatnot. I mean, we saw some corrupts and boon rips and stuff. And it pretty much like countered like Scrappers. I think that's what it was anyway, back in like, I think it was over a year and a half ago. And it was just like, you know, that was cool to see. It was like their one surprise. It was like awesome. So sometimes that kind of stuff is really good to watch. So you don't want to deny yourself that, but also at the same time, you run the risk of, you know, it could just be.
And I definitely agree with what some people are saying, that it's not just the Chrono, right? It's obviously Ring 55 just being, you know, as we said, a very, very strong team. Yes. But I think the main thing that I would look at is how are these games to watch? Because I mean, these games, and again, part of it is the competition, part of it is that NA teams maybe are just more competitive with each other. But you know, definitely I think Chrono's less enjoyable to watch than the comps that we saw on the NA UGO last week. It's just a personal opinion, obviously. Maybe I'm wrong there, but it definitely seems as if we're sort of, you know, I don't want to compare it to Pro League or Season 1 with Bunker Mesmer, but it almost feels like that.
No, it's not as bad. No,
that's bad. No
way, 100%. Sure. No, oh god, no, but, it's not even half as bad. That was awful. That was the worst. It wrecked the first season, probably what it could have been. Unfortunately,
for sure. Yeah. By the way, though, game number 2 coming out here in the grand finals. Rank 55 only need one more game won, and they will be the champions in a 3-0 Queen victory without having lost a single match today. Looks like Red going to pick up Temple, Blue going to pick up Alter. Helm going a little bit low in roads against Zan. Cookie here to make sure Zan has no problems. Lafrere going to be just trolling him around mid, 1 versus 2 against Sin and Frostbolt. But now, as Cookie and Zan come in, Sin immediately leaves, starts going over to Temple.
They're going to try and pick up. No, they're not going to try and pick up the Guardian. I'm waiting for Sin. Is he going to +1? Yeah, he's going to +1. There we go. Try and get this, not +1, equalize. Sorry, it's 2v2 now. Trying to pin down Raisin, actually. Pin down the Warrior. Oh wow, nice rock, actually. Almost gets the kick on on Rampage, sorry. Wow. Raisin almost got the interrupts, but Sin's too good to avoid that. Oh, here we go. Here comes the thief. 1v1 potentially. No, he goes down to conditions as well. Great stuff.
Yeah, Misha's Condi's out-condying the Condi.
Out-condying the Condi.
And now Raisin's going to have to leave, or he may go down. I don't think he can stay here 1v2 for long. No, he's going to drop from the condition damage as well. And Sin's
3 men down.
Yeah, and Sin's going to start moving out. That's going to be Temple as well as mid capped up for Red Team. Zan in a bit of trouble on mid with Cookie here trying to support him against the Power Chrono and the Core Guardian. So power damage coming out here, but should be okay for the time being, as well as Sin coming in to +1. Decap, Frostball is going to be able to take out Flash Thief? No. Who did he kill? So. No one. Looks like he just gets the decap. Did they DC or did they leave? They were saying someone had to leave before, I don't know. Oh, it was Lafrere, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like Lafrere, the Druid, has DC'd. That's why I was really confused. He was 1v1ing him, and I was like, did Frostball kill him? Because I didn't see a death on the blue team, but then no, he just DC'd. Zan AFK, I guess. That's what he says.
I don't know. I think they're good. Someone did say they were gonna AFK, but I think they're giving it some.
Wait. What just happened? Did Cookie? Oh, Cookie
DC'd as well.
Oh, it's the double DC boys. The tactics coming out from these teams.
I think,
they're both DCing. 4v4. This is the new meta, boys. We add Chronos, and now we're 4v4.
At least it's not got support. I mean, it's still going.
Yeah, absolutely. Frostball in a little bit of trouble against Kazzer. I gotta be honest, Kazzer's doing a pretty nice job 1v1 in these 1v1s. Looks like he might be winning against Frostball at the moment. Not sure. There's the gravel from Frosty. And Temple also going to be decapped by Helm, the Core Guardian, as well as Raisin. But Flash going to be going down to the other side of the map against Sind and Zan. Sind going to be doing a nice job to take him out. And now we'll see where Sind goes. Cookie back, but Lafrere is not, and Stillness is up. So at the moment, it is 4 versus 5. I don't think anyone's AFKing from Red Team.
Potentially not. I think Cookie is.
You're saying is, yeah, Cookie's AFKing. So still 4 versus 4.
Right.
They're honoring, but they've got Stillness with the double cap. It looks like the 4 cap coming out for rank 55, and they're at the moment just running away with the game. Temple going to be picked up for Blue Team, but it's not a lot, and it probably isn't enough, as Red now 200 points ahead.
Yeah, 4 cap comes out as well. 261 to 52. Unfortunately, this week, not as. I mean, it's just been like rank 55. I mean, it was definitely closer on NA without, like you said, without the Chronomancer, and you just couldn't match up to it this week. You just could not.
How did Helm just rally? What?
Frostbolt went down. He died.
Oh, he rallied off Frostbolt. Okay, I was gonna say.
Cheeky rally. Must be. Wait a minute.
Yeah, no, that's the only way. Only way he could have rallied. But mid gonna be now picked up, and it is still 4 versus 4. Looks like Lafrere still has not been able to come back, and Cookie's AFK. We have been watching him. He is AFK. He's not ending into this. So the double cap now for Blue. If they can make it to Tranquility, they have another minute and a half, as well as get the decap on Alter. Great decap there from Flash. I mean, there's a possibility they come back. Sin gonna go downstate on mid. I mean, is it without this Firebrand? Is that the problem? Zan saying GG in map chat.
Red team wins.
Is he saying GG's because they've lost?
I don't know.
They're gonna take us to another game. Oh wait, I haven't updated. I didn't even update the score. My good lord, I'm the worst.
Over on mid, Temple rather, Raisin going very low against Frostball. Helm is here to help him, but Sin coming in as well. Flash Thief right behind him. 2v2, and now 3v2 with Flash coming in, but they gotta hurry up. Helm going low, Sind now going low, feeling this Condi pressure from Flash Thief. He's almost down, actually. The Condi's already just doing so much damage to him, and Flash Thief is staying on top of him. Sind tries to pull out, but I don't think he can, and the Torment, the Bleeding, and the Poison is gonna bring him down. So another kill picked up there for Blue Team. Still, mid gonna be decapped in this 1v1 Misha against Kazers. And Kazers actually left to go over Alter. So now, Zan going very low. Elixir S is procced. Decap comes out, and it's a 1 node apiece for these teams.
Yeah, guys, you put this. I see you guys put in the feed. The score is 2-0. That's the score. Yes. Oh no, actually, it might not have been updated by the time you saw. All this feedback, drop it in the UGO Discord, people. We're up for suggestions. We're never going to change. We're never not going to let top players enter this tournament. There just isn't that scene there at the moment to allow that to even happen. But we will potentially maybe do some kind of rookie tournament. But with sign-ups, like, you have to think about the amount of teams that turn up. And at the moment, it's more top end than anything else currently.
And I mean, there's a channel in the UGO Discord literally called Feedback. For feedback. So if you have feedback, you know, put it there. We're not going to be able to check all the feedback on the Twitch stream. Looks like Stillness picked up for Blue Team. I mean, they're actually coming back here. They've been able to keep these points neutralized. Kaz is doing an excellent job 1v1ing Misha and forcing him off this node. They have the Stillness. They're about to have a double cap. They're about to have a triple cap with Stillness, actually, with Frostball getting killed, most likely by Flash and Raisin. Tranquility is up, and Zan now is going to be in a 1v1 with Flash Thief. And the triple cap with Stillness. I mean, is this Blue Team's time to shine? Are they going to take this game?
Well, I don't know, because if they can't...
DC, is that what we see here?
If they can't get a man back in for the next game, they're going to be disqualified, so it's not going to matter. Unless Red Team want to play 4v4. I mean, yeah, that's up to them, but, like, I mean, I'll have to see. I think so.
Cookie has been AFK this whole game, guys.
Yeah. He's just moved. He's just moved to mid. That's all.
Yeah. Side node is now contested. Helmet coming off of respawn. Isn't going to go to Alter. He's going to let Kazers and Frostball just 1v1. Going for the DC here. The portal's there from Misha, but I don't know if he's going to come back for it. He is 1v2 against Raisin with Sind, and they should be able to take the Warrior out here. They do get the decap. And he is just about to go down. He is downstate. There's the portal coming out from Misha. to go back to mid. Sorry, for Sind to go through. But he's going to come back, interestingly enough. Doesn't want to 1v1 that core guard.
What's San doing? He's just like telling him to stop.
Blue team
He just
grabs
needs
the
to get,
capture
he gets
point.
protection and he removes the,
Red team wins a capture point.
it doesn't let him get, Sam's getting upset with Flash Thief. This is just poisoning him constantly. Kalsis goes down over on the other side of the map over on the altar there. But Raisin can't come in. Is he going to try and go for a cheeky res?
See that? Red
Oh,
team
is he
got
going
a
to
capture
interrupt
point.
PvP Messiah, aka Sind? Actually, almost. I was thinking Raisin might have got cheeky double there, but yeah, no way. First
Did
ball
you see
is
that?
way too high
Red
HP.
team got a capture point.
Not able to save him there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think it is more or less over, as it is quite close to the end. We've only got, well, I mean, Tranquility is still up for grabs, but Zan and Flash are just still, yeah,
Yeah, not really able to do anything down here.
nothing's gonna
Red
work
team
out.
able to pick up Alter as well as mid. They're going to get that kill on Kazers, and they only need 50 more points. Raisin now also going to be going down against Frosty and Sind, and that's going to be game. Looks like Rank 55 are going to have won NA UGO last week. They're going to win the EU UGO 3-0 this week. And we'll have to see what happens next month when we see them play again. Obviously, we've got the monthly AT coming up before then. You know, I'm sure they'll be participating in that, but
I mean, can you see him losing that? I mean,
No.
we'll have to wait and see. I'll be doing NA because I just think it's.
Wins a capture point.
I mean, it's been pretty. NA ATs have actually been very enjoyable to watch. Even like monthlies, dailies,
But-
been pretty good.
that's it, guys.
I'll say.
That's round 3-1 for Rank 55, and that is going to be the UGO for today. That's game. That's set. That's match. And that's the 3-0
Just like
for Rank
that,
55.
Blue team takes a capture
GG's
point.
though to both teams. Obviously, Chris Depute going to be getting rank 2, or place 2, I should say, and walking away with 35% of that prize pool. You can still donate if you type in !DEU to the chat. That'll bring up the donation link. Obviously, all the money donated goes to the players themselves, and we appreciate every dollar donated. So thank you to the people who have been donating and who have donated during the stream. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Dux is actually like got a good point. I don't know. Well, the thing is as well, like guys, is that you should have the willingness to want to improve, not just because you want to get rewarded, because you want to be the best. You want to be the best at something. Like that's I don't understand why.
I mean,
people
yeah,
don't
honestly,
want to be the best at something.
I think beating rank 55 is better than getting a couple $100 at this point.
I mean, Jesus.
far as
I
I'm
mean,
concerned,
you've got
but-
like who's gonna like will remember that. Be like, you know, they've been raining for so long. You should want to have the drive to, you know, if you're playing this game a lot and you're doing it as a side thing for fun, then you like go, guys, you know what? I want to beat rank 55. I want to get good. And they get complacent and you beat them one day. And you're just like, yeah, cool. And now we're on top and like massive respect and la la la. You're streaming and all the things happen. It's good. It's like, you know, but what can I say? Maybe we'll see Team USA on NA next time do it. Or we'll see someone in the
Yeah.
monthly ATs. But it's also not taking away anything from rank 55 Dragons. They won. They're still top quality guys.
Oh, of course. Of
Great
course.
players as well. And they deserve to be where they are. And that's the way it is, people. That's the way it is. We did see another, how much was it today? $334 we got up to. Not bad. We got close to an A1 actually. I think it was only $30 under. So guys, thank you.
Joker with the
Get-
$110.
Sudoku,
Wise
man.
Monkey with the 50. Boston 21 and MRA 21 and Easy Roka 20. So thank you. Yeah, seriously guys, thanks for the donations. We really appreciate it. I mean, if those guys can donate $100, I mean, come on. I think everyone else can donate $1, but nonetheless, every donation is appreciated. Thanks, guys. We thank you very much for supporting the players and the scene.
Indeed. We're going to end it there, guys. I didn't really get many replays in that. And to be honest, I think there wasn't really any like epic plays that came out. I think it was just a lot of sustain today. A lot of just, you know, rank 55, just picking up the kills, getting great rotations. And it wasn't just, I don't know. It wasn't that high-paced, intense action that we're used to. But doesn't mean it wasn't still a good tournament. It was good to see you guys. Thank you so much for coming out. I hope you're all well. Finish your giveaway. Thank you, Chris. You're always there to take care of me. AKA Chris, thank for news. Okay, so I'm going to pick the winner. Minox. Make sure you type your IGN in chat and I'll be able to send you that ASAP. I think we're going to host Frostball. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll host Frostball. That's fine. Also, yeah, thank you very much for donating. Suzuki gave $110 today. So that's a big, massive donation as well. Thank you guys. Everyone, of course, just saw 50. Anyone that donated, as well as putting the code in the internet. Yeah, just go to Google, put that code in, we'll get money. It's fine. Guys, we appreciate you coming out today. I know it was not as intense as last week, but it doesn't matter. It can't always be that way. But the month has been dominated by the rank 55 Dragons team. Will you? Well, yeah, I mean, it's the monthly cups. But yeah. I just ruined it. They just completely destroyed it. It was about to dominance. I'm joking. But yeah, no. They're pretty much, you know, they're winning all the things. Let's get it done, guys. No, I won't be streaming myself for the rest of the day. I've got up at like 4 AM to do this. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I will be streaming this week, though, guys. Don't forget. As well, I'm going to shield for myself. But next month is going to be on. My next stream is tomorrow. For the people who are in my personal community, because I see you guys asking. Probably tomorrow and the rest of the week, as per usual. Next month, we will be running the tournament. At the moment, there are no plans of dates, so we'll let you know ASAP. If you guys have feedback about the tournament, please put it in the feedback channel of the UGO Discord. You should know by now where it is. I can put a link at the end when I log out. We're going to host Frostball. I'm going to quickly shill myself. If you want to subscribe to the channel, it does support me in all the casting and streaming content and YouTubing and everything else I'm doing, because I do this quite a lot. And I put on tournaments with these guys as well. So if you do want to subscribe or do anything like that, then come and do that. Roy as well does things. Thank you, Roy.
Watch Jebro, follow Jebro, sub to Jebro. That's all I gotta say.
And follow Roy, because I couldn't find his thread.
Yeah. You don't need to. Now, guys, Jebro puts on these tournaments every month. We got two once every month, one in A, one in EU. Make sure you follow the channel and check out the UGO Discord. Make sure you keep an eye out for the Reddit posts. We're gonna be coming back next month, obviously for NA and then EU. We hope you enjoyed the cast today, the games today, as much as we did. And thanks to all the teams for coming out. And,
it's a smile gave you away.
Don't be taking that. Thanks for all the players who came out and all the teams who played, all the people who came out and watched and donated. We appreciate you guys. And as I've said, make sure you sub to Jebro. He streams almost every day, provides a lot of great content to the community, and he's been supporting this community for as long as I know. So
yeah, my hair as well.
He gave his hair.
I gave my hair for PvP. God damn.
All right. He gave his hair for this scene. He shaves his head every day.
Yep, it's in the palm of my hand. It's invisible, but it's there.
Yeah.
Right.
But no, seriously, make sure you watch the rest of his streams. They're always good. Check him out. He's a great guy, and that's all I got to say.
What do you want? What do you want? You're not having it. He's been too nice to you. What's happening? All right,
maybe
guys.
some fashion tips. I don't know, but
thanks, man.
Anyways, that's it for us. I think
we're gonna go
at least
now.
For me.
Indeed. Yeah. Guys, also, I am thinking about 2v2, 3v3 tournaments weekly. I know it's a lot to organize, but to be fair, I do stream Guild Wars 2 PvP at night as well, so it's like I just replace that with a tournament. So if there's interest in it, if I get enough players, like 2v2s would have to be 16. I'd have to get 16 teams for 2v2s. So yeah, I need to. I'll update that. It should never expire. I have to just apply it. So I want to get 2v2s, 3v3s potentially. So make sure that you put feedback in the channel for that, for the Discord and Unity, UGO. I've been Jebro. This has been Roy. See you next time. Don't forget to check out all the community tournaments that are going on elsewhere, as well as ATs next Saturday. It should be. But yeah, we might be doing 1v1 tourneys maybe. I'd need a lot more players to get prizing for it. Yeah, 2v2, just need to make sure we get actual players, because otherwise we won't get pricing. And I'm not going to do Match Arena weekly. It would just literally be pricing from Arena. So that'd be 2k gems for like a winner. But we're trying to get rewards for third place, guys. We're trying. I'm going to host Frostball before not everyone leaves. See you soon, guys. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Take care, boys.
Yeah, have a good Sunday.